joy in life, not only for ourselves, but also for others. And in order to do that, we have to learn to promote love. And promoting love um, eventually going to bring happiness in a bigger scale. And the world can be a better place for people to live in harmony. And unfortunately, today, in 21st century, we have really developed so many advanced scientific things. Technology has become very advanced, uh, and all kind of tools materialistically we have become very powerful, and we have so many tools to improve the quality of human um, well-being, uh, mostly physically. They're creating an environment um, that easier for people to navigate through life. However, unfortunately, it's not the same when it's come to people's spiritual paths. And so it's appalling sometimes to think about even the spiritual paths, religious leaders, spiritual leaders that has not recognized it. And they become part of certain groups, or they have political affiliations, or they are looking into they're looking to focus what they can get rather than what they can give. And these things really bring unhappiness to the world. And so they fail to recognize that the power of love that that we have. And so we, unfortunately, today, that the world we live in, and for example, the country we live in the United States of America, and there are so many things that happens because of hate, anger that targeted towards minorities, people who are um, in desperate situations. And sometimes the facts behind it, the truth behind it, even not true. And without questioning, without asking if whatever the people that saying these things, targeting these minority people or the people who are in desperate situations, we don't take time to think about that, whether even it's true. Just because when someone says that, sometimes we know that it's a lie, but we still tend to believe that that particular person is saying the truth, and then we all of a sudden we change our way of looking at people, and we become um, a hatred person. And this really doesn't help us to heal communities. This really doesn't help us to bring that peace to the world. This really doesn't help us to bring harmony within our communities. And so it's really important to recognize, understand that hate hatred really doesn't bring harmony or happiness, peace in the world. It's really, really important that we teach our new generation, and only love can heal the world. Only love heals us. And so this is something that in every spiritual path that teachers, instructors, and the teachers that for thousands of years ago that have been preaching, talking about. And so it is true in Buddhist teachings too. Buddhist teachings that he over and over tried to emphasize that um, only way to conquer the world is not through anger or hatred. It's actually through love. And so that's why we begin our practice with loving kindness. And imagine if someone can get out of bed in the morning before they get out of bed in the morning, if they can think about themselves, I'm well, I'm happy, and I'm peaceful. And then the same about other people. Just for 2 minutes, if we can take that mantra and then apply to day-to-day life, and we can carry around that message with us, and imagine the power that you have throughout the day, and every encounter that you're going to have with your fellow human beings will be a changed, a different approach. So that's why I think so. This is the eternal law that Buddha says, because that's how the world has healed for thousands of years. As long as the world's been here, only way to heal the world is through love, not through hatred. And hate does not have doesn't have good consequences, and the memories that it brings is always really bitter. And when we look back, when we want to talk about the era that we live, a history that we create, has to be a one that we want to revisit and take an example from it. And in order to do that, we have to promote love every day. So that's why I like this verse so much, because hatred never ceases through hatred. We cannot fix world problems through hatred or anger. And only through love that we can bring everybody together. And it may not be an easy task, but that's where our focus should be. And so I hope you will take this time to think about it and be more aware of it. So I'll see you next time with another episode. Until then, have a great week. Thank you.